Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Well, today we're going to be talking about and looking at everyone's accomplishments, their prepping accomplishments, whether it's canning or gardening or whatever the case may be. And these accomplishments are awesome. They are so awesome. This first accomplishment, she wanted to pass on an idea that she's been working on. She said it's a baking ingredient that she's not heard of or mentioned. And she said she's never seen it on anyone's comments or channel or anything like that. So she said she wanted to reach out to me about doing this with her starting her canning journey. And she said that she's been canning from her garden, but it's rough right now because of the lack of rain and the bugs. Yeah, I know. Pests are really bad, especially when it comes to gardening. It's and if you don't use pesticides and stuff like that, it's like, forget it. She said the chickens and the roosters from my neighbor's yard scratching at my plants, eating the leaves. Yeah, it's rough, but I got to keep at it. She said I bake my own bread for health reasons for my family. I use the expensive stuff. It's Bob Red Mills King Arthur non-GMO lately, and it's hard getting the products. I need to stay healthy. I use oats in my bread sometimes. I ordered wheat berries and got a hand grinder and all my gadgets. But since I started baking my own bread, it's eating into my prepped flour. So my tip is prep oats. Okay. Freeze, thaw, just like the method us preppers use for flour. Store in buckets. Use our blender, food processor, to grind into flour when needed. This will stretch our flour supply farther. Right now in my area, oats are cheaper than buying healthy flours. Okay, and here are pictures of her bread, and my goodness, does it look yummy. Pictures are from a community member. She said, although I don't have a huge garden, it keeps me more than busy after putting in 10 to 12 hours in a day in for the man. She said, I'm 61 and I have a bad back and knees and hips and feet. And she said that these pictures are just, oh my goodness gracious me, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Look at these pictures. And then this community member, she wrote in and she said, I did a small prep haul yesterday. Didn't have much money left after bills, but I wanted to pick up a few things if I saw anything at a good price. And after grabbing a few cans of roast beef and ham, some pasta and chili, I went to the clearance aisle and jackpot nails and screws and finishing nails and washers, etc., all on clearance from 50 cents to $5, depending on what it was and the package size. I bought a bunch of it to fill a gap in the non-edibles preps. I know hardware will become harder to get and the quality of the product will probably go down, so it was time to stock up for repairs. People need to think outside the box on things that they're going to need, especially, when it comes to tools, things like that. Thankfully, I was prepared for a repair yesterday when my garden hose blew a hole. I had the part on hand to fix a new end on the hose and get the garden watered. Now, look around and ask yourself, if this breaks, do I have the parts to repair it? Right. If I didn't have the hose and the garden would have been a lot harder to water. Things to consider on repairs: hose ends and garden tool handles and silicone sealant for cracked pots, and screws and nails and sandpaper to sand rough tool handles from weathering, etc. Just a reminder, quality will go down. Better yet, go to a yard sale, garage sale, estate sale, and get the really old hand tools made from the 40s and the 50s. They're made of higher quality steel. And she's right. Learn to sharpen your shovels and rake tines and scythes and axes, and have to needed supplies to attach a new handle or repair that handle. Have some extra fencing wire and the needed supplies and tools on hand to build or repair animal cages, pens if you're keeping small animals for a meat source. Just some things that people may need a reminder on as they are concentrating as food as it gets scarce. And having the tools to supplies to keep producing their own food will be necessary. Oh yes, very, very necessary. So now on to this. She said, my husband received his merit pay raise, and shockingly, for the first time in 5 years, but we are very grateful. His cost of living adjustment. Work back paid him to the anniversary of his hire date and went back a few weeks, maybe 5. So we had extra money. Naturally, we ran right out and bought a 500-inch super smart TV, an AI robot lady, and a crate of 24-karat gold lobsters. She's playing around, obviously. She said we bought a 700-watt-hour power bank, and it's a little 700-watt-hour ADON battery, 1,400 watt-hours with a small solar panels, and we have already. We can charge it in 3 to 4 hours. And she said, you ready for this? It will run on a cycle my 13 cubic foot freezer indefinitely. That's beautiful. We do plan on getting some higher wattage solar panels soon, and adding those should take us down to 2 to 2.5 hours to recharge this new monster. Plus, it'll free up the little solar panels to charge the small and medium power banks we also already have. And she said, bonus points, the 1,400 watt beast was on sale. It was 37 or 38% off when all was done. And the big half arrives tomorrow, but I'm so excited I had to tell someone. Enclosed is a picture of the ADON battery. He's very photogenic. Just look at him. He's so cute. He's going to help save thousands of dollars in food, the little superhero. Oh my, EcoFlow, Smart Extra Battery Pro. Okay, cool beans. Now here's Trisha's garden with her ollie raised garden bed. It looks beautiful with her tomatoes. They just look scrumdiddlyumptious. So juicy and wonderful. She's a great gardener. She really, truly is. And someone's been canning up a storm. She said this is all of her summer canning. She's been doing chicken and vegetables and broths and salsas and even eggs. Yeah. So I'd really like to know how she's doing that one. But I see a lot of pickles there too. So that looks really, really cool. And upcoming, you'll see some strawberries, and it looks like raspberries as well. So she has been canning up a storm, and it is beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. But I really want to know how she's doing those eggs. Are they just pickling eggs, or what? How are you doing that? Teach me, please. And here's a picture of a patio container garden from a community member. And someone canned ground beef for the very first time. And someone has these beautiful little deer in their backyard, and they are Rosie and Dawn. Rosie had a fawn, and Dawn had twins. How beautiful are they? Aww. And terrible storms in northeast Pennsylvania took out this community member's garden. How devastating. And someone blessed a community member with shelving. How wonderful. And this community member says she is busy keeping up with 3 gardens, constantly having to replant certain things because they refuse to grow or something is eating them as they pop up. But she's getting there. She has onions and peas and bowl beans and bush beans and broccoli and carrots and beets and corn in the garden. She has Roma and cherry tomatoes and bunches of totes and several varieties of squash and melons in the garden area. Potatoes, and she's weeding and hilling and this and that, and it's, oh my goodness, so awesome. And someone got a lot of sausage on sale for a really great price. Great prepping items, yeah. And this community member is making artisan bread from scratch. She's canning peaches and pies, making jams and garlic butter, and she has other skills that she's wanting to use, and so she can sell for use or trade, and she's just doing wonderful with her skills. Look at that bread, so yummy. Look at that butter. Ooh. And look at this garden sent in from a community member in California. Just so beautiful. Look at the greens and just all the work that she puts in. It's amazing. So beautiful. Not only does she have time to own and operate her own truck stop, but she has time for this. It's beautiful. Look at those peppers. Just look at all the work. It's just amazing. Oh, I love it. So beautiful. And someone was busy picking 275 peaches off of her peach trees. You're going to be busy canning. And here she has some blue Java bananas that she sliced and put in her dehydrator. It's so... And here she has Purple Hill beans. Beautiful. And someone bought a dehydrator for payday preps. And someone found a way to protect their jars. You can find this mesh and foam on Amazon and Uline. Have a great day, everyone. Love you, fearless.